Hello and happy gaming, everyone. This is Dark Sage Walker, and hey, let's return to the Well of Bethesda. When was the last time I made a video roasting them for one of their mistakes? Feels like it's been far too long, so let's get back on the bandwagon and look at what happened. Look at what's been happening with Fallout 76. Oh, looks like they had a new patch come out a couple days ago. I'm wondering what exactly it introduced. What's this? Well, it looks like, if I'm not mistaken, the patch introduces a fun and odd new bug that breaks your armor when you reload your weapon. God, I'm actually honestly surprised. I did not think that such a thing was possible, but let's actually get into this a little bit. In an article by PC Gamer, Bethesda is looking into a very odd bug in Fallout 76 introduced in the most recent patch. There's a hot link for patch notes, which honestly I don't care about, that appears to be breaking the legendary effects of armor when weapons are reloaded. The bug isn't consistent, but based on the number of complaints in this Reddit thread, there's definitely something going on that's not supposed to be. And there's also a video about it on YouTube, but just continuing on just a quick little bit here. Jazz Thomas demonstrated the issue very clearly in a video posted to YouTube. When he begins, the armor has a damage resistance value of 519, energy resistance of 343, and radiation resistance of 25. After running through his armor set, he pulls a rifle, fires one shot, reloads, and then returns to the inventory screen, where those numbers are reduced to 414, 238, and 25. So not everything goes down. The condition of the armor pieces and their individual resistances remain unchanged, but the cumulative total has dropped. So you're losing 105 points of damage resistance according to those numbers. About, that's odd, 105 points of energy resistance. So basically your overall damage resistance goes down by about 105 points pretty consistently. Some users in the thread, I'm assuming they're talking about a Reddit thread, say that they haven't been able to reproduce the bug at all, while others claim that only certain pieces of armor are impacted. One user said that the bug is impacting his armor's primary effects, but not the secondary or tertiary. One theory making the rounds is that a fix to a legendary weapons issue in the new patch. Reloading a weapon that has the plus 250% damage resistance while reloading legendary effect no longer negates the effect of your weapon's primary legendary attribute. Might be related to the trouble, but at least one player claimed that their unyielding armor benefits disappear no matter what gun he uses. So, this is amazing to me. Bethesda has actually found a way to make it so that your armor breaks when you load your game. That's really, really weird. And I don't even know how best to chalk that up. How do you describe an issue like that? No, I don't want that. Go away. How? Like, that's got to be one of the oddest bugs I've ever heard of. You reloaded your weapon? Well, how about we tank your armor stat for you? How does that sound? Has anyone ever, let's just use a pump action shotgun and pumped it so hard that you punch a hole in your own chest plate? No, I don't think anyone ever has. Because that's fucking ridiculous. I don't know and it leads me to this question of how could such an odd and innocuous bug find its way into the final version of a patch? And I have to think maybe, just maybe, it's because Bethesda doesn't give a shit. It's just a possibility, but it just seems like every time Bethesda goes to touch that game, it turns to trash. well, it doesn't turns to, it's already trash from the very beginning, but it becomes even trashier. Like, serious, like, trailer trash, like hot garbage on a Tuesday morning trash. Like, that's pretty awful. And things like this are what get me to thinking, was Bethesda really ever even that good to begin with? I know I've gone off on this tangent before, but I remember there being all sorts of really weird bugs and glitches that showed up in Fallout 3 and New Vegas, although less so in New Vegas because Obsidian developed that game and not Bethesda Game Studios. Obsidian is obviously doing a better job. We've got all sorts of stuff that was wrong with Oblivion, if anyone remembers the paintbrush glitch, where there were issues in Skyrim, and in almost all of these games, whenever they tried to patch one thing, another thing would break. And it's starting to make me think, hey, maybe Bethesda was never really that good at this game-making thing to begin with. But it's, for a while, we've just seen that they were the only ones really making these really big single-player, narratively driven games. And now we've got things like Breath of the Wild and Red Dead Redemption 2 and all of these other things that are very clearly doing a much better job with the big open-world single-player, narratively driven game that Bethesda used to make their wheelhouse on, and we all used to forgive them because, oh my god, the game is so big and there's so much to do. Now they're not the only ones in the game anymore, and it seems like everyone else is doing a better job at it. Except for Ubisoft. I mean, they can go fuck themselves, but everyone else is doing a better job at it, which leads me to think, hey, maybe Bethesda, you should either A, get your shit together, or B, stop making broken, janky, crappy games. Just a thought. And if you decide to take my advice, maybe hire some people who know what they're doing. I know it's a fucking revelation, but you're gonna have to trust me on this one. It might work out in the long run. Also, maybe less greedy, grubby, cash-grabby microtransactions might help. Because one thing I've noticed is never a problem with the Fallout 76 updates is the Atomic Shop. Go figure. The one thing that they seem to care about more than anything else, and it always works fine. Imagine that. Couldn't possibly be a connection, could there? Couldn't possibly be that they care more about their recurrent user spending than they do about the actual game that they want people to play. Absolutely ridiculous that this keeps going on and this keeps being a thing. Fallout 76 is amongst the most garbagiest garbage fires that's ever hit a PC or a home console, and as a game, it's absolutely dreadful. As a news topic, however, it's the gift that keeps on giving. I can just check back in with Fallout 76 like every week or every month, and hey, there will be some new garbage to talk about. Why? Because Bethesda knows how to create trash. Anyway, that's about all I've got for right now. Thank you very much for listening. Go ahead and drop a like, leave a comment, do the bell, all the stuff that gets me, feeling good about myself. And I will see you guys in a future video. My name is Dark Sage Walker, and I will be seeing you. Seriously, Bethesda, fix your fucking attitude.